Girlfriends, happy hour.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, that was lame.
Yeah. Hey, there's the no singing rule. Might be implemented soon. You've been given a red card, so.
Just for me, because it's not pretty. My kids, when they were babies, they liked to hear me sing.
Well, yeah.
No, my husband. Oh, we'll be driving in the car, and a song will come on the radio that I start singing to.
Yeah.
He will
It's
change
your
the
jam.
channel. He'll be.
If that's not a hint, I don't know what is.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's the best song in the universe. Oh well. I have other gifts. I do. Anyway.
Singing is, it's not one of mine either, so that's not really in my wheelhouse, but it doesn't stop me.
No.
As it
Sing
shouldn't.
along
It
anyways.
should not.
Yeah.
Don't I have? Oh no! I thought I had a pillow. Remember we were talking about how many pillows I had in here before.
They're all over. They're falling all over.
Well, there's one.
I'm kind of
that says,
surrounded with them now. I'm very
sing
comfortable.
Like nobody's listening. Is that a phrase? I know dance like no one's watching is a phrase.
Sing like everyone's deaf.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my God! Well, here we are again in the podcast lounge
With more to drink.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
We have a special cocktail again this week. So last week when you guys were over, we were talking about, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But one of the things we mentioned was Sex in the City.
Mm-hmm.
And so since anything and everything tastes better in a martini glass,
Yes.
I will drink, almond milk out of a martini glass. I don't care. Pickle juice. I'll have a martini
Always.
glass.
Out
full
of a
pickle
martini
juice.
glass wearing heels. You're
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
got to have
Some
the
Michael
glass.
Kors.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just thought, you know what? Let's just do Cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
I made us Cosmos for
I
today.
love it.
And bing, we have them.
And we have that.
just like that.
And and I'm Melanie.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Monica.
So thank you for coming to our happy hour. Maybe you even have your own Cosmo at home or something different.
Because that would mean you're very prepared for class, and that would be so cool.
Yes, we want everyone to be prepared.
Yeah.
So when you see the next episode listed, we'll put what cocktail we're drinking.
Yes.
And, you can drink along
Drink
with us.
along.
Join us.
I mean, just not when you're driving to work or at work.
no.
Or driving your kids around.
Yeah.
If you're home, just keep in mind when you're with the girlfriends happy hour, there's always a seat at the bar.
For you.
Love that.
Bless your heart.
So
Here.
I'm going to shake up our shaker. This tiny little shaker. Do you guys want to just?
That is like the biggest shaker I have ever. It's like the size of a small child.
It's large.
Get it nice and chill.
Make that work it, baby. Work that thing.
Got shook. Ashley, do you recognize these beautiful martini glasses?
I was looking at them and I thought that perhaps I had purchased those for you at Christmas or
Pity.
birthday. I cannot remember.
And you thought correctly.
Yes.
That's good.
I think
All
I got
right.
them
Those are
from
pretty.
Sears of all places, but I could be wrong.
Monica made me fill her
Really?
glass so full she needs a straw. Okay. Here is yours. Oh, do you have a preference for which one? The Hugs and Kisses one or the swoopy eyelash
That
cool
one.
purple
the
and pink
purple
one?
one.
The swoopy eyelash purpley one.
Purple one.
I'll do Hugs and Kisses.
Okay,
And
I'll do the-
Monica gets the really fancy one with the flames on it.
Woohoo.
Plain.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I think I spilled.
Well,
Damn
I
it,
mean,
on
come
my
on.
new
We all
mug.
It's
we,
gonna happen
we all knew that was
here, yeah.
inevitable, but I thought it would be me first. So
Only episode 3, though. I'm surprised it didn't happen.
there should be more
right,
stains than that.
cheers.
So
All right. Cheers.
yum. All right. So quickly, for those who don't know, what's all in the beautiful concoction here?
This is yummy. Okay, so
It's very
top shelf vodka.
Oh, always.
No pop-off.
No.
Oh,
Always top shelf. Yes.
yes.
And if for no other reason, no hangover,
Yeah.
or at least it cuts it back.
The more it's distilled,
Yeah.
the less of a hangover you get. Or the less you drink, the less of a hangover.
Well,
we-
yeah,
we
but
don't-
where's the
yeah.
fun in that?
Yeah.
You know?
So, well, I used Ketel One. That's one of my very favorite vodkas. I like it.
I think the term is go-to.
it's my go-to.
You go to.
Go-to vodka.
Well, yes, it's definitely my go-to. I also like Sky. If you want to step down a little bit.
Yeah.
My go-to is Tito's.
Tito's is a new one.
I
Not a
had
new
Tito's
one.
for
I
the
love
first time
Tito's.
this year.
I'm definitely for Tito's. Always Tito's for
You
me.
can probably see our picture on the Tito's website.
That's true.
Remember when we were at that concert? The Tito's people were there
That's
giving us
right.
free vodka.
I forgot.
Yeah, they started giving us all this.
And
all you have to do
t-shirts.
is say, I've never had this product before and I love it. They're like, oh, can we get some pictures? And then they just started throwing merch at us. It was wonderful.
We were at an outdoor concert. And
I can't even remember who we saw. All I remember is the vodka. Isn't that funny?
Well, that was the best part.
I wish I was there.
Yeah. You were invited. You turned us down.
Was I?
Yeah, you were probably doing some fancy
She was off
thing.
shooting her movie in some exotic location.
Oh, yeah. Her last one was on the beach.
Yes.
Laying in a hammock. I can't wait to see that.
That one will be good.
Yeah. So we start with vodka. And you can use whatever vodka you choose. Just not Pop Off.
Please.
I hope we're not getting any endorsements from
No,
Pop Off.
I don't think
we
that's
will
going to
now.
happen anytime soon. So,
So you want to pour some of the. I do not have measurements. I just kind of play around with it.
The more, the merrier.
yeah.
Throw in some vodka and
Smidge of this.
yeah, a little smidge of Grand Marnier. You can use triple sec as well. It's an orange. Both of them got the orange flavor.
Liqueur.
Yep. And then I squeeze basically half a lime for each drink.
Interesting.
So I squeeze a half a lime in, and and then cranberry juice. Now, when nothing pisses me off more.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well,
Here we go.
I'm
No,
sure
go.
there's other
A lot
piss
of
off
things.
stuff.
Go,
Probably.
sister. Do
But
it.
when I order a freaking Cosmo at a nice restaurant
Yeah.
or even a trashy one,
Yeah.
when it's like a dark red, you do not want a dark red Cosmo.
They compensated. They just put mostly cranberry juice in there.
Way too much cranberry.
Because they're supposed to be pink, correct?
pink. Oh, they're supposed to be exactly like this beautiful
Exactly
color
how
you see before
Melanie made them.
Well, good for you. Because I didn't really know that much about Cosmos. It's one that I don't really drink that often, but I will know because it's delish. Anyways, I heard a bartender kind of reaming out this guy who walked up and he goes, I think I want to try one of those Cosmos. And the bartender went, dude, it's a chick drink. And he's like mortified. The guy's like, okay, I'll just have a beer.
Oh,
But-
wow.
Yeah, it was brutal. But I
Makes
laughed.
me
It was
sad.
funny.
I would have defended him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. I
And
laughed.
I would have told the.
Oh, and therefore, shine for your first glimpse into our personalities.
Exactly.
Oh. I can be ruthless, but
Yep.
not in that
We're all
case.
pretty nice, but I fake it the least.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
True.
So then you'd want to finish it off with this twist of lemon that I have here, and
It's really good.
What you do is you take the little twist and you kind of you twist it, and it squeezes out, and then you want to rub the outside of the rind
rim.
around the rim, just to give it a little
Right.
touch of that lemon flavor.
but no
on the
sugar or
rim.
anything on it then.
Oh no,
That would just
no,
that ruin it.
no.
I really
Don't.
like sugar rims and salt rims.
You know what? This
I
has
do
always
Bloody
puzzled
Marys,
Melanie
too.
because I admit I'm a saltaholic. I love
Yes.
salt. And yet whenever we go to a restaurant, we all order margaritas. I'm the no salt one. Like no salt.
Well,
Everybody's
her
like,
too,
"You need
but-
salt
Well, yeah,
on
both of us.
everything. Yeah, but I'm like, I don't want stuff on the rim of my glass.
It's crazy to me because she will salt her pizza. You will salt.
Vegetables.
I don't know, ice cream.
My dad used to salt apples.
I salt carrots. Yeah.
He used to salt apples.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
he did.
a little salt, a little pinch of salt
Yeah.
on your,
I like
sliced
salt,
tomatoes or
too, but-
cucumber
Yeah.
would be good.
You know, I bought some spicy Bloody Mary mix. And then I also bought some bacon rim salt for
Shut up.
and it's for my margaritas and it's real good.
Okay.
So
On your bacon
To rim it with a
salt?
bacon.
Bloody Mary. Like,
Oh, you said margarita.
I thought I
then.
said Bloody Mary.
Well, you did it first.
Oh, and then what did I say?
I will play it back for you if you
Oh, rewind
get
the
money on
tape.
this one.
recorded right now.
Rewind. The tape.
Rewind. No, at the end, then you said something about margarita.
Oh,
So,
well, yes. What I meant was
Yes, got
spicy margarita mix, little bacon rim salt.
Oh my Lord, that
Mary.
sounds
I
good.
love, and then like chunks of cheese and
Yes.
olives and
No cheese for me.
It's almost
Olives,
like
yes.
it's almost like a meal in a glass. It's,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Lots of sharp cheddar cheese on a stick, big olives, cheddar
Yeah.
cheese, and then I'm like, I'm good. And then, of course, a big pickle spear.
Tavern and Taps downtown has a really good brunch on Sundays. And
That would be in
they have
Michigan.
they have margarita, margarita. I did it again. Now I caught myself that time. They did a Bloody Mary bar, and they give you like a giant glass that's like 3/4 of the way full with vodka, and then they have like you just put whatever you want in it. Like they have everything up at the like this counter. So
That's awesome.
That's pretty
I was
cool.
down
they
there
have
when
great food for brunch too.
my friend was. They were premiering. He had made this little film, and they were premiering it there. It was on a Sunday afternoon though, and I ordered a Bloody Mary, and I thought I would get the Bloody Mary bar, but I guess it's just sometimes. But I did see the bar over in the corner, and
So maybe you had to ask for it.
Well,
or,
it was
I
a
don't know.
special occasion. I think they closed down the
that's fine.
restaurant, so they had a very
Oh,
limited
okay.
menu specific for this movie premiere and short film premiere. And so I was a little disappointed. I would love that. That would be
You would have loved
That
it.
would. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
cocktail onions.
With you,
like that.
Tabasco.
Oh yeah.
Molly's a hot
all the
chick.
spice.
Hot chick.
Yep, Ashley. Yeah, we can all drink those really spicy drinks. I do like my Bloody Mary with the salt in them. Okay, here's the thing. And when I'm out in a restaurant and I order a drink, and you guys both know this about me, I usually ask for no fruit. I don't always want something in it.
Right.
And it's because
I bartended and waitress served or whatever for many, many years, and people don't necessarily wash their hands before they're putting their damn fruit in your glass.
Yeah.
At home, I'm squeezing the lemons and the limes and the pickles and putting everything in, and I don't know, when I'm out, it just kind of grosses me out.
I know all these facts, but for some reason,
It doesn't
I just
really-
forgot. I just
You just think, oh, the alcohol will kill it.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
live.
like, you know what? It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna
It'll
be
be-
fine
yeah.
until
It'll
the
be
day.
fine.
Till
I'll
the
be
day
okay.
that it's
You
not
get E.
fine. And then,
coli.
yeah. But
I do. I mean, if I order like a vodka soda, I'll say no fruit. But if I get a Bloody Mary, I'm like, yeah, I want all that.
you
shit
gotta
in
load
there.
it up. Well, we should have Bloody Marys very soon.
Yes.
Perhaps during Halloween time, it would coincide well with like storytelling.
Oh.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? So
Yes.
Yes.
that would be fun.
And I think we do have that planned for
I
That's
think
very
so.
cool.
an upcoming
That would be
episode
wonderful.
here.
Yep.
We're gonna have some fun Halloween times coming up.
And share some real
Some
spooky
actual
stories.
ghost stories. Yes. We all have them.
We do.
Yep.
My most recent was at work. And now there's like so many people at work that are freaked out that our building is haunted.
Okay, well, you have to wait to tell it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna make
But
fun of
it
but now I want to
literally-
know.
Let me just tell
Okay.
you, when it happened to me, I literally ran going downstairs, then I ran upstairs to my office. And the guy that is in the office with me went,
Cubicle.
what's wrong? I was like white as a sheet of paper. Like, oh my God, you don't believe what just fucking happened to me. And it scared the daylights out of me.
So can we tour at nighttime? Is that a possibility?
You know what? We probably could,
and
because
record
no one's in there
at
at
the same
night.
time.
No one's in there at
Probably
night.
not record. That would be interesting.
We should check that out.
Interesting insight into the
Put that
radio
on the-
world.
well-
Nobody's in there. They just play some recording all
Isn't
night
that
long.
sad? Yeah. It used to be people all night long, and now it's most of it's recorded. So
Well, you
Yeah.
have. I've heard you say for years some stuff happened years ago.
Yes.
And you really think that building's haunted.
yes.
That's awesome.
And I'm not the only
That's,
one.
listen to me. That's awesome.
No, it's-
someone
it's-
died there. That's
Yeah.
great.
I think a lot of times spirits just pop up when they want, you know. We have
Yeah.
Words Out Radio, and so we have several studios, and they're all glass. And every single person who has worked, I've been in that building now for 19 years. Every single person that has worked there at night, at one point or another, has seen someone walk by, and then they go to another person in the building. Who else is in the building? Someone just walked by and they're like, there's nobody else here. It's just me. And I was right here. And you literally see people walking by.
God, I love it.
Yeah.
I
It's
really
creepy.
want to. This will happen. I'll
You know-
figure. I'll figure a way.
One of the buildings when I first started in radio was haunted. In fact, it was so bad we had to have mediums come. And because it got to the point where none of us wanted to work in the building. And I think the last straw was when it was a cinder block building. Here, we weren't even going to talk about it. Now you got me going.
No, we're gonna.
We're gonna talk about it.
This
It's
is
happening.
This is
This
it's
is
going,
happening.
baby. It's
Today.
happening. It's on. But I had gone. I was there was a guy working in one station. I was on the other, and we were, kidding around. It was late at night and had the doors open, and I just had to go back to the restroom. So you kind of had to go back through the storage room to this one little unisex bathroom. So I went in, shut the door, and washed my hands. And as I'm leaving, I couldn't get the door open. It would not open. It wouldn't turn. I mean, it was like I could get it. It would budge a little. But so I knew it wasn't locked, but I couldn't get it open.
I've seen that in a scary movie.
And I'm screaming and I'm pounding on the door. And finally, the other guy who was on the air started going, "What, is she okay?" And he went to see if I was sick or something.
He thought you were pooping.
And there were, in front of the door, there were like 9 huge boxes stacked one on top of the other.
No.
Yep. Yep.
That ghost was like, you staying in
Yeah.
there.
It
You're not getting
was.
out.
Yeah. And this was the same building. And then
No, I have never heard that story.
Yeah, oh my God. And
That's a poltergeist.
there was
I don't know. I'm
one
just saying.
studio. The
poltergeist.
newsroom was in the middle, and then there was my studio, and we all had glass in them. And I was in the news studio, and it had a door with a little bitty cutout. And I looked once, and I was just like frozen. It was just a head staring at me, very blurry, but it was the head of a man staring at me in through there. And that was the night I'm like, screw. I call my boss. I'm like, I'm out of here. He's like, you what? I'm like, I'm done. I'm leaving this building now. And he's like, fine. Are you okay? And I'm like, I got to get out of here. So I'm out of my car, and this is a building that's out in the country, in like the middle of nowhere. Get in my car, and as I'm pulling out, there's a flashlight going all around, up and down, and my car lights, as I'm pulling out, there was nobody holding the flashlight. It was just all going by itself.
Oh my God.
I'm really excited.
I'm
like,
this is a different building.
I'm like,
This one?
I'm just completely in awe of the story right now.
This
I
is,
can't
and
even
then within that, because it was, this shit was only happening to the women. So at first I thought, they're just making it up, And then when it got to the point where I am like, fuck this, I am not coming in. I'm not going to put up with this. They had mediums come, and they found out it was a man who had killed himself behind the building. This apparently was once his farmland. He had killed himself. He had strangled himself with barbed wire.
Ew. Okay, there's better ways to kill yourself.
And so, and he
That's
hated,
not
he hated women
You're
because a
stick-casting.
woman broke his heart or something, and that's why he only screwed with the women in
That's
this
why
building.
he was always mean mugging you
Yeah.
from around the corner.
Yep.
He was like, yep.
So literally, they sent him on his way, and there was never a problem again after that. It
But
was
you still went back?
unbelievable. I did.
Well, you
and I'm
did
like,
have a job.
I don't know if I'm going to go back. But there was never a problem again after that. But how creepy is that?
I love that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so that was around here. That was one of your first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we tour that building too?
That one is no longer a radio station. I don't know what that is anymore,
Well,
or if
that's
it's
fine.
even
Well, he's gone,
standing.
so-
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
I guess we don't really.
Never
He's gone.
Yeah.
mind.
So that one's
Duh.
shot. Yeah. But there's a lot of spots around here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Eventually, it might be fun to take our little happy hour on the road.
You know,
do that.
one place that my friend Emily, Emily, we've always talked about taking not road trip, but going to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado where
The Shining
The
was
Shining's not filmed,
Well,
but based off the outside.
Yeah.
Where Stephen King stayed, where he got the creative inspiration to write The Shining.
because it is haunted there,
Because
isn't
it is haunted, and
Yeah.
he stayed there, had an experience, then wrote The Shining thereafter.
That's awesome.
Wait a minute. I never heard that. I mean, I knew he'd stay. I didn't know he had an.
He had an experience there. Yep. But it was also, that movie is about alcoholism, and he was battling his own addictions at the time, so it was kind of
Right.
both.
Oh.
It was kind of both. It's like his struggles, but also like it was inspired by this like creepy experience he had in a hotel.
So it
which
was
the
kind of a
Stanley
twist
Hotel.
on battling demons.
Correct.
Demons and inner
real
demons.
demons.
And
But
the book
the
went
I'm
into
sorry.
that.
Go
I was
for it.
just gonna say the book went into that a lot
Yes.
more than the movie.
Than the movie.
Yeah.
Movie didn't touch on it. They made it mostly about just being evil, but it was more about the inner struggles. But
Right.
the miniseries from the 90s, the Shining miniseries that was like remade. It is
That's
exactly
right.
it is exactly like the book, and Stephen King wrote that and helped with that to make it more his vision.
Okay.
That one was filmed at the Stanley Hotel.
That one was creepy.
That
The
one was
scene when
filmed on
when the
set.
hedges that were cut into the shapes of animals. What do they call those?
Hedges.
That's not what I'm thinking of. But we'll
I
go
don't
with
know.
that.
I don't
There's
know.
gotta be a word
Yeah.
for it. Fancy hedges.
Fancy. Oh my god.
I don't know.
Okay,
trying
I'm
to,
gonna.
like-
I'm
pain in
just
the
gonna
ass for the
blurt it out
groundskeeper.
anyways. But yeah, because I remember
Yes.
that they just came to life and were like chasing the dog. She's our spirit
She's just
animal.
got an itch.
She's got it.
My dog is
We're
right
talking
behind
about the
Ashley.
Stanley Hotel, and she just
Yeah.
started.
Bump,
She's
bump, bump.
freaking me out a
scratching,
little
and
bit.
every time she scratches it, thumps the floor. See, I
Thank
told
you,
you
Sadie.
she needs to. Well, we
She
can.
wants to
she's
be a
a
part
girl.
of
we can
girlfriend
include it.
happy hour.
She stress pooped last
Yeah.
time we were here, and I keep her shut out of the room. But then last time she was so upset that she couldn't
Yeah.
be with me. She
Yeah.
pooped on the floor
Oh,
downstairs.
Oh no.
Luckily, it was.
and
a
I
wood
like
floor.
the fact that you are such a baby mama to her. It's like she's stress pooped.
She's stressed.
It's like I've
poop.
never heard of
Baby.
stress poop, but
She's so well. You've heard her when
Yes.
we're not home.
yeah, she'll just bark nonstop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
She wants
So
her mom.
she's getting
Yeah.
old, and she loves her mom.
Yeah.
She's a little chap dog. She's got to
She
stick right next to me
yeah.
and follow me from room to room. It's fun. It's kind of cute because as she's getting not cute, but as she's getting so much older, when I'm running up and down the stairs doing
Yeah.
stuff, she used to follow me up and down, and down.
And now
room
she
to
just
room.
waits to see where you're going to
She
settle.
waits, and she's like, "All right, are you
She's like, "Where are you
staying?
going?"
Are you there for? Because I'm not
What's going
coming up.
on?" She's so sweet.
She's a good girl.
I love my girl.
She's a good girl.
Arnie's like that. Arnie's
Yeah.
just he follows either one of us around
Mm-hmm.
constantly.
Do you have a cat?
No.
Too? Binks
Nope.
is gone.
Binks is gone. Binks was adopted out. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
I have
couldn't quite
3
get along
cats.
with the family.
Not quite. It was she's happy. She has a cat friend now. So
Oh, okay, good.
So she's doing well. She's got
tell Ashley about my cat.
Oh no, which one?
Well, which one?
Kevin.
Kevin.
The neighbor. She calls him. She
we
calls
need
my
to
cat
talk about Kevin.
Kevin, the neighborhood perv.
We need to talk about that.
He's always
He
peeking in their
is.
windows.
He is. It's so funny. I've gotten pictures of him. He'll just come over and he's standing on the deck and he's sitting at the slider and he's just peeking in.
Yeah,
What's going
just
on?
looking in, watching.
And then in the basement, in our finished basement, we've got daylight egress windows.
Mm-hmm.
They're dug out. So he'll sit on the window. What do you call those? Oh my
Window
gosh.
ledge, windowsill.
No. It's how do I not? How can I not come up with this?
The
Oh my
edge of the
My
window.
husband's a builder.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
so
We don't know
the
either.
dugout part.
Yeah.
The dugout part, and he'll sit up there and he'll just stare down into the basement, which really freaks you out because you might be down there doing something.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
and-
look,
Yeah.
Kevin, Monica,
staring
get your
in the window.
perv cat out of here.
Yes, and we have a peeping Kevin, and it was so funny. So one day, Monica sent me a picture. Well, for those who may not
Yeah.
have realized, Monica and I live right next
Right
door. to
next
each other.
door.
So she sent me a picture, and my dog Sadie was sitting on her deck, staring in her slider door, and
I'm
she
like,
goes,
who's the perv now?
"Yes, yes, my, the tables have turned."
And it's so cute because she'll come over and just come in the house. She knows how to open the screen. Just come on in. And all of a sudden I hear her, Sadie. I'm like,
Yeah.
she's in my house. And then Belly's like, oh my God. I'm like, she's fine. She's just laying down. So
She's just
She's
visiting.
Yeah.
wanted some company.
entertaining herself.
Oh, and then Sheba, your dog, little
Oh.
super teeny tiny dog. You came over,
She's
and
a screwball.
we've got this slider screen
Yeah.
that opens and shuts.
Yeah.
It slides,
Yeah.
and Sheba just came running and burst right through
Yep.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, for the love of God, the dogs. It's like, oh, my animals.
It's nothing my cat doesn't do. And every time my husband's like, Maxie, and he just
Yeah.
gets so pissed.
They're the best, aren't they?
Yeah, what, husbands or cats?
Cats.
Yes, okay. Yeah,
Cats
I'm
and
glad
dogs.
you clarified
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Cats and dogs.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we were talking about haunted places.
Yes.
So yeah, Monica, maybe you know what? Have you ever thought that maybe the ghosts are following you around?
Well, that could be.
Mm-hmm.
That very well could be.
Yep.
Yeah. We had my daughter once was at a friend's house and the sister came in from like Indiana or something and my daughter didn't realize, but I guess she was a medium as well. She did readings for people. And it was really funny. All of a sudden she started looking at my daughter and the girl goes, "Oh, you're not going to start." She's like, can I just tell her what I'm sensing? And my daughter's like, let her do it. The woman goes, "Do you live in older house, and my sister, no, we had the house built that we moved into. And the woman goes, okay, because you have a spirit in your house. She said it's the she said it's not a bad spirit. She said, but it's a spirit who just kind of watches over you. Mm-hmm. And she said, I'm sensing a Victorian woman, in the full Victorian garb with the high collar and the, the cameo pin and all that. And she likes to stand at the top of the stairs. She said, I think your room is right at the top of the stairs, which it was. Mm-hmm. And she said, she just keeps an eye on you. And at that point, my daughter, who has tattoos, pulled up her arm and went, this is the tattoo I just had. And it was of a Victorian woman. She said, I don't know why I decided to get that. And then it was like, it was one of those movies you're like, let me take a step back because that's just a little creepy.
I have goosebumps all over my. Ooh.
Yeah. Isn't that funny though? I mean, it's just so weird how things like that happen.
So she was just drawn to. Well, your daughter has a lot of tattoos, and she actually
did tattoos for a while.
Yeah. So it's funny she was drawn to that, and was like, I wonder if there's some reason,
and then
some history.
This girl out of nowhere, first time she'd ever met her, said that.
Wow.
So how fun is that?
Fun.
I feel like Ashley, that story you have about, I think it was the Ouija board, and you came home from vacation in your apartment.
There's lots of.
I know you have. Oh, your sister's story.
Well, that's all connected. I don't know if it's all connected, but I have a feeling it's all connected.
You were using a spirit board.
But she was there.
Well, so all right. So what happened was I don't want to say played with a Ouija board. I partook in a Ouija board session for fun. I don't know. I personally don't find them scary. I just think it's a board and that's it. Like, I mean, you can put into it what you want. I've researched them. I've looked into it. Like, is it like your inner, like, our auras that are, I don't even know how to explain it, but is it ourselves that are making it do it and we don't even know? It's like a subconscious thing that we're moving it, or is it spirits moving through us? So I've looked into them, and I don't find them scary or intimidating. However, whatever makes them works really well for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. They just they work really well for me.
You are a very empathetic. You're an empath.
I'm an empath. Person. I'm very intuitive. I very much feel people's moods, and I'm I sense a lot. Like I very much sense when someone's in a bad mood. You don't even have to talk to me. I can just feel it in the room. Things like that, which maybe a lot of people can do. I don't know, but I think
I'm feeling my mood right now.
Yes, you love me so much.
Oh, I
think
totally
I am
do
the
that.
coolest person ever.
I'm freaking out with goosebumps.
So tell me a story.
So anyways, myself and a couple friends, we were using a Ouija board one night, and
Wait, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but was this when you were up at camp?
Well, so up at camp, I've used
the story now.
Well, I've used a Ouija board multiple times at multiple different places. This time was not at camp. I actually handmade with my cousin Dylan. We made a Ouija board. And
somehow that feels more sinister to me.
It made it, I don't know, and we were in the middle of the woods, like at our family's camp.
Look at Dean is looking at you right now.
He
going,
very
you
disgusted.
don't play
eyeballing me.
with Ouija board.
Dean Winchester.
So we made
pillow.
one. So then, like, if you we made one ourselves, and it was a lot of us, and I don't know. That's a whole different story because a lot happened there.
Right.
This particular story was a different time, and it was a Parker Brothers or whatever the store bought one.
Listen to me, get to the scary stuff.
Wasn't one we made. And we played with it. We talked, quotations. We talked with a 5-year-old girl. Is what that thing said. That's what they were. Was a 5-year-old little girl.
Does a 5-year-old girl know how to spell stuff on a Ouija board? It was a demon.
Right. So anyways.
She was in advanced placement.
So we talked with her, whatever. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
It was maybe a couple nights later. I was at a movie, and my sister, it was before the movie started. My phone went off. And it was my sister, and she said, "Sorry, just wondered if it was you." And I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And she texted back and said, that's why I hollered up to you, because I didn't know it was you. I didn't know you were going to be home so early from the movie. And I said, what are you talking about? I'm sitting at the movie. It hasn't started yet. And she was like, well, I hollered up. I heard somebody walking around upstairs, and I hollered upstairs and said, Ashley. And you answered back and said, yeah. And I said, I am literally sitting in a movie theater right now. Like, it's not me. And so she freaked out. Her boyfriend was over at the time, and they went upstairs and checked it out, and there was no one there. My mom wasn't home. Like, I was living at home at the time. Nobody was home. Ooh. So then jump to I think it was like a couple days later, I get another text from my sister. So unfortunately for her, I'm the one that stirred up the trouble, and she got all the repercussions of it. I was at work, and she texted me a photo, and it was a photo of her stomach. And she said, I woke up this morning, dilly-dallied around the house, went to get in the shower, so maybe 20, 30 minutes later or whatever, and she has a handprint on her stomach that is the size of a child's handprint that is not going away. That isn't the size of her handprint. It's not anything that she could have, like, if she laid on her hand weird, it was like a proportional, it wasn't like it was like a half palm print or anything. It was a proportional size child's handprint on her stomach that stayed there even after her shower.
I saw the picture.
And she took a picture, sent it to me. I sent it around, showed it to people, just kind of saying, like, does this look
was like a red print?
It was a red handprint. Red handprint on her stomach, the size of a child's handprint. And then it was so proportional, and her hand, and there's a picture where she took, where her hand was next to it, and it's definitely smaller than her hand. Definitely was not like she slept on her hand weird.
Right.
It was like a handprint, full handprint. And so she was kind of like irritated because I had stirred the pot.
Yes.
And then just was like, okay, bye. Sorry. Like, so that was, nothing really happened after that. We just kind of, we talked about it, and nothing really progressed from that. But so in that sense, it's kind of an anticlimactic story, but it was creepy. It was just a series of like weird things that happened after I played with the Ouija board. So actually after that, I have never played with a Ouija board since.
Nobody really should.
Yeah. I mean,
why chance it?
Yeah.
But what Melanie was referring to was after the first time I did it, I lived alone in an apartment, and I played with the one I made at camp. And I came
Homemade
back.
Ouija board up deep in the woods in the UP.
In the Upper Peninsula.
That just screams no good.
Hiawatha National Forest, like in the middle. Yeah. And I came back to my apartment alone, and one night I woke up startled, which I don't wake up. I wake up, like I toss and turn all night, but I woke up startled. Like I'm not one to get up to go to the bathroom or anything. I'll just stay sleeping. Just go back to sleep. I
Wet
woke
the bed
up.
If you have to.
Pee myself,
whatever. I just, I'm not getting up in bed. But I woke up, sat up really fast, like ran out of the room, ran to my living room, was just like in a state of like panic.
Something's happened.
No absolute like no reason at all. Something's happened. And I remember my phone was like charging. I don't know why, but it was charging on the kitchen table. Mm-hmm. And I like remember just like going to my phone, and I looked at my phone, and it was like 3:30 in the morning ish, which if you've seen any film that is scary or you've heard anything, it's like that's like the devil's hour, the witching hour, all that stuff.
That's usually when I'm getting up to go to work.
That's right.
So after that, I remember, because it was after I had used the Ouija board, I talked to some people about it, and they were like, you should go buy incense, and you should just like ask it to leave. Mm-hmm. And because and I've got ahead of myself, but that the next morning I went back to sleep. Then I woke up the next morning, and I was doing my makeup in my room, and I had a long mirror, and I was sitting in the corner of the room doing my makeup, and like through the mirror I can see my door, my bedroom door shut, and I'm putting on mascara, and then I hear like creak, and then my door just go and open slowly. Yeah. There's no one in there but me. It's just me by myself. And so at that point I was like, okay, like I don't get scared, but I was intimidated. I was frightened. I was like, what do I need to do? Mm-hmm. So I bought some incense, walked around my house, lit these incense, asked it to leave politely.
Yep. You are not welcome here.
You're not welcome here. And I didn't have a problem after that.
Did you, when the door creaked open, though, didn't you say something when the door creaked open? Because when you told the story to me, you were so calm.
Well, I am calm as a person, just in general.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But I said, I remember saying, I think I said, like, what are you doing, or go away, or something. Very just like, nope.
Matter of factly.
Very matter of factly.
Go away.
Go away. Nope, not having this.
I am not having this.
Not having any of this. And this is when I was
devil's
working.
like, okay, I'll catch you
I
later.
was working at Big B at the time. It was probably 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm already tired because you woke me up in the middle of the night. Go away. So.
Oh my God. My palms are sweaty. I have goosebumps.
Knees
you guys
weak,
have such
arms
good
are
stories.
heavy. Vomit on your sweater already. Do you know what I just did? Oh.
I actually didn't really hear what you said.
Oh, no. I quoted Eminem. I was singing Eminem.
Oh.
You said palms are sweaty.
Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah, see, Mom's spaghetti. Now you get it.
Okay.
Well, that shows
missed
that
it.
I am the baby of the bunch.
Well, no, I just didn't hear you because I had my own,
own thoughts, racing
voice
through
and
your
thoughts. So sorry. I'm sorry.
God,
Here,
this
wait.
has been
head.
fun.
So sorry.
Well, I'm going to have one more drink. Here, let's shake it up.
Okay. These are actually really good.
Yeah, I really like them too.
So we're gonna have another drink and
Okay.
finish out our happy hour. But oh my gosh, this was the best. I don't
oh,
have anything comparable, and I mean,
Can I tell you the one that
I'll have to
happened to
think
me
about
at
it.
work recently?
yes.
Okay.
Hello.
So this is when you yelled at me.
I know, I texted her on the phone.
She yelled at me.
Oh no.
Don't let people know you're there in the morning by yourself and where you're going
Do you
in and
want
out.
to get murdered?
I know
What
that's
is
what
your
she said.
deal?
You will be murdered. But yeah, I was getting out of my car and getting all my bags and my hot cup of coffee, which apparently now is going to be a weapon. And
Right.
I'm getting out, shut the lights off, and I'm walking to the door, which is just like bop, bop, bop door. All of a sudden I heard this creaking little noise and I thought, what is it? And I actually stopped and I looked towards the bushes and I heard, and I can't really do the voice, but it was like, I see you.
Yeah.
That's what
No.
happened. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
And
no.
it's so now I am the only person who parks down there. Everybody else parks out front because I freaked out the whole building.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that was, and then I walk
Makes
into my
sense.
office and all the blinds are open. I'm like closing all the blinds.
Close
It's
the vines.
Right.
freaking creepy.
Right. Well, and yeah, that's why I yelled at her because she told that
Yeah.
story on the air. So she, first of all, she told everyone, well, they know where she works,
Yeah.
and she told everyone she gets there alone. She gets there in the morning.
Yeah.
Nobody else is there. I'm like, what are you doing?
Do you
Yeah.
want to die?
That's like,
I'm too sexy to be murdered.
Yep.
So yeah, that was fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, thank you. This was like
This is one of
awesome.
the
It's
better
fun. We
ones.
started
Yeah.
from Sex in the City
Yeah.
and then went to
And then baby, we took it dark.
well,
dark turn.
Those,
Yeah. I
those are
have-
the stories I like to
I have
hear.
more of those. So
Oh, wow. Well, we'll
I
save
can't
those
wait.
for
Yeah,
another episode.
I like the real stories. Like hey, you guys, if you're listening, send us in some cool stories.
if you've
my
had an
God.
experience,
yes,
Yeah.
Please tell
experience,
us.
a
Yeah.
cool one, a funny one. I mean, I've heard of like
Yeah.
funny stories with ghosts too.
Yeah.
Something creepy. It's girlfriendshappyhour@gmail.com. And please rate if you like hanging out with us every week, rate and
Yep.
rate us and review and subscribe.
God,
here.
Melanie can give you great drink recipes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm really gonna I used to be a bartender,
Ooh,
I
yes.
was a long time ago, so
Yeah.
you're way better than I am.
Yeah, you were like back in the 40s.
Melanie wanted me to be a bartender, but I always said no.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole nother
I
story.
was
but
a
yes.
morning bartender. I made coffee.
That's right. Yeah, that's how I met Ashley.
Yes.
That's a funny story. Do we have time? How much time we got?
Not much.
Not much.
Let's save that for another
that.
episode.
Okay.
We can discuss
Cute
how we
story.
all
How
met.
we all
maybe.
met.
That we'll do that.
I like
fun.
that.
We
And then
should
we'll
do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep.
Let's
We'll
do
do
that.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you guys send us in a story. That would
We'd
be
love to
awesome. We'd
hear
love
it.
to hear your story.
Yeah. Because
and-
spooky things, the minute one person shares, everyone else has, well, I don't know if it's really scary, but let me tell you, this time there was a demon in my house. I'm like, that's
Right?
scary.
Yes, that is so scary.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Well, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out in the podcast lounge.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. See you guys next time.
Go
All right.
friends, happy hour.
Yay.
Ooh.